To give you the latest on what's going on in the weather community out there. I'm Michael. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll get right into a potential winter storm that is upon us as we speak. Right here, we have the latest 6 p.m. update, and things are still loading at this moment. But right now, for the 18T model GFS, I know you see the blues on your screen. You can see there that there is snow for areas of New England, near New England, and some heavy moderate snow that's breaking out there with a low pressure 994 millibar low there. So let's get on with this model run. We have into Thursday, and then into Friday, we have a little bit of shower activity that rolls out there. But then we continue to move that on. We have a little bit of some rain that's breaking out in southern Georgia, across Tennessee. Now, this is when things get interesting. Saturday into Sunday, we have snow starting, so we have rain changing into snow in many of these higher elevation places. The low pressure is moving across, and then you have the rain that's going down. Now, here's the thing: as you see the rain here, and then you see that there that blue, that 540, they're showing that potential. You may be wondering why there's no snow here. Um, on this model, I'm not sure if that is snow or not. It could be the cold air trying to catch up with the Appalachian Mountains being right there, and things of that nature. Remember, I think we do have the possibility, well, as I'm learning on this journey, that there is the possibility of cold air damming situation where cold air tends to get down from the Appalachian Mountains, but we'll see how that works out there. But then you have a monstrous storm that the GFS is bringing out here in the latest model. It continues to move on out, but then look, you still have some remnants of some snow showers. We want to watch out there for the potential of that snow. So as I explained in the video yesterday, if you haven't seen that video, um, there were some things that we're explaining about the possibility of the Carolinas. I wanted to break down some model guidance on that because this storm system, everybody thinks that it's getting hot, which it is going to get hot, some near record high temperatures in the south indeed. But what's happening here is that after we get this heat, we're going to get cold. And I think that's what's sneaking up upon people. People are thinking that it is getting very hot, but you have to realize some cold air is sneaking up right behind it into mid late February. We continue on the European model. You see this. You see this right here. We have looks like to see some thunderstorms if I'm not mistaken there. So Saturday we're moving on thunderstorms. The low pressure's moving. It's not as strong, but the cold air is in place. The cold air is going down to northern Florida. You see the rain there. Look at the rain in the blue area, but then the snow is not quite matching up there with that latest. That's the 12Z European. So as you can see there, all of that really could be snow right there, but it's just not quite there. So down there into Florida, and then look at what the European model does. It brings near freezing temperatures down to central Florida. So that's near, what is that? That's Lake Okeechobee. It tries to bring down those cold temperatures there at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So as we broken down before, and I'll go ahead and I'll break this down right now because this is a very interesting storm system, to say the least. We're still trying to figure this out. Will this be a big impact one? Will this be a low impact one? And for many areas in the South, I mean, it's not uncommon to get this snow in February, but it's quite nice to see, quite interesting to see this happen. Um, right here, we have the National Weather Service out of Raleigh to see what the discussion is going on here. It's at 2:50 p.m. Nothing has changed, but then you can see unseasonably mild warm temperatures across the south. Chance of rain into the weekend with near record high temperatures, so we are watching that rain scenario. And then they're talking about cooler air north, so that cold front. So we'll see how, because remember, we have the model trends, and remember, these latest models that we're picking up on is not exactly the play out of this storm system. It could move forward and go up more north, go up more south, become a bigger system, be a small system. There's a lot to go out. We're a few days away from this, so we are getting closer to the event, but there is still a lot of uncertainty with this. All right, now we have into Raleigh the graphic I'm going to pull up here. This is the snowfall accumulations, of course, in the next few days, not counting for any accumulations as in the moment, as we're a little bit too far out from this storm system. But as you can see here, this is when I want to break down Charlotte and areas like that. Now, this area right into here, northward, your chances are better. Not to say that you'll get snow in this area, but your chances are better. So if you're on that lie right here along this interstate points northeast. Your chances are higher there. Into the Augusta area, it gets lesser as we get into that. Possible, but chances get less there. So once you get towards Columbia and Augusta, I-20 area. So we have that low pressure that's moving across. That low pressure, once again, as I explained before, is going to move on here. This is sort of the winter storm, if I'm not mistaken, winter storm. I think this was winter storm Fern or Gianna, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This was Gianna, I believe. And both storms, people unfortunately losing their lives with those storm systems there. But this is sort of the same setup. Remember, we're still trying to figure things out. Um, we see that the low pressure moves across east, but then once it gets to right about here, remember we talked about that moisture getting thrown back down here like this. That's going to be the same scenario. So it depends. Could the cold air catch up to it? Is the main question and is the main concern. Will the cold air be able to um into the Augusta, Columbia, Anderson region, Shelby? We'll see. But Greensboro, Raleigh, South Boston, all of these areas, uncertainty that raises the concern for a question mark there on who will get. So backhand moisture, and don't forget about the northwest flow. After this storm system is gone, we could have showers, snow showers in these specific areas. You know how that works with the northwest flow. Very well is a possibility, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. This is going to end the video. Trying to explain a little bit as we get a little bit uncertain into the storm system, but stay blessed, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.